Hello everybody, and before I start this review, I want to say this video is dedicated to Scott Hardwick. He's the host of Talking Dead, and his father passed away. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the Hardwick family, and I want to dedicate this review to them. So, here we go. What's up everybody, it's your boy Blue Badger, and this is my review on The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 6, Live Bait. And I'm very excited for this video because it's the governor. We get a whole episode to the for the governor, and it's amazing because I'm so excited for the governor and see what he's up to and what he's planning and just everything. And I was kind of disappointed for the first 30 minutes because it was extremely boring and all we saw was this. And that was it for 30 minutes. I mean, the first 30 minutes we saw that. He's walking on the road. He looks like shit. And he's walking a long road, and he's just walking and walking. He has long hair. He has a beard. He sees a shed with all these people's names all over it. And, it's just... Like, I was pissed. I was like, okay, this is great. This is boring. But anyway, yeah, so he seems like he's soul-searching to find himself, or we don't know what's going on in his head. I mean, he's just not saying a word. I mean, after he gunned down everybody, they're at a camp. Him, Martinez, and the other guy, they're at a camp and they're sleeping, and he's just sitting there watching the fire. And then there's a zombie coming and crawling to him, and Martinez shoots him, and he's just not moving. It's just like all the life is out of him. So it looks like he's really thinking about everything that he's done and how terrible he is and all that. And then he goes to Woodbury and he just burns it all down. Like, he burns it all down. Basically, he's like burning his past. And, he burns it all down, and then, he's still on the road and whatnot, and eventually he stumbles upon a facility. I don't know if it's a facility or apartments. I don't know what the hell it is, but he just comes across it, sees a little girl in a window, and he goes inside and whatnot. And he meets a small group, a group of four, which is Tara, Lily, Megan, and an old guy, the father. And Tara and Lily are sisters, and Megan, I don't know if Megan belongs to Lily or belongs to Tara. I think it belongs to Lily, though. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's a cousin. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, so, like, he meets them and whatnot, and they're just like, at the beginning, they're like, they had the guns out and stuff. It's like, we don't know what this guy is, so we had the guns out, and he's just standing there, he's like, and then, he didn't say anything, and then, hands over his weapons and whatever, and then, they're just talking and whatnot. He doesn't say anything, and he answers, he says, who was saying stuff, though, like, what does it say, the mad something? Forgot what it was, but basically he was talking about himself in third person, and, saying that he went crazy or whatever, and, and then, they ask him to do some things, like get an oxygen tank for the old man and get a backgammon board, which was completely stupid and idiotic, because I was like, okay, if an old man asked me to get a backgammon board for him in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, I am not going out there and risking my life for some damn stupid game just for you. I would do it for a PlayStation or an Xbox or something of that high caliber, real gaming, instead of a damn backgammon board, which is stupid. And, the little girl, Megan, I think her name is Megan. Well, the little girl, anyway, he looks to her as, like, Penny. Like, he's just, thinking of Penny, and he misses Penny, and he turned into this asshole ever since Penny was killed. And, he just looking at her like he can care for her, like he wants her back. So he sees this girl, and it reminds him of Penny, and he really wants to care for her. So he stays overnight. They said, he's going to leave the next day or whatnot. So he's staying overnight, and he has a picture of his family, his wife and his daughter. We never know I don't remember what happened to his wife, but, there's Penny in the picture too, and he's in the picture also, and he folds the corner over his face, but you can still see his wife and his kid, and he has the picture and he sleeps and whatever. So anyway, um, you know, uh, he helps them out. He shaves everything too. He cuts his hair and shaves, so he looks like the governor once again. And then the father died, the old man died, and was about to bite Tara's face off, and he grabbed the oxygen tank and just bashed his face in, which was great. I love that scene of him bashing the hell out of his face because old people suck. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not violent. Don't worry, I'm not the governor. Or am I? So anyway, so he bashes his face, really, really brutal, and the little girl gets scared and whatnot, and then he's gonna leave, and then Lily's all like, "Oh my God, no, don't leave us," and then he drops his shit. He's all like, "Fuck," and then so then they're on the road, and they're driving and whatnot, and then they come to a stop, and they're camping for the night, and he does the dirty with Lily. Lily. Yeah, so they had sex and whatnot, and and then we come to oh yeah, the next part is, well, actually they didn't even know his name, and when he told them his name, he said he used the name Brian Harriet, and Brian Harriet was actually the name on the shed that he saw with all these names all over it while he was walking. So he used that name. He didn't say governor. He didn't say his real name. He just said Brian Harriet. It's like, why Brian Harriet? If those of you are asking, that's why, because he saw it on the shed. So then, so then they leave their truck behind, and they're on foot again because they don't have no gas, I believe. And then they run into some zombies, and they get away, and he's carrying the little girl, and then he falls into a hole. There's 3 zombies down there, and he's just in man mode, just ripping these zombies apart with his bare hands to protect the little girl, and then at that, and then all you see is Martinez standing there, looking down into the hole. So, and that's where the episode ended. So it's pretty interesting. This episode raises a lot more questions than answers. The governor has changed. He's going under a different identity now, and he wants to bury his past and start a new life and a better life and be a good man to how he was a good man in before Penny died. So he wants to be that guy again. So he wants to care for this new family and just bury his past. But what's interesting to me is that, if you remember episode 1 with Creepy Clara, she says we can't run away from the things we've done. I mean, at the end of this episode that we just watched tonight, he falls into a hole, and Martinez is looking down on him. It's like Martinez is a part of his past. So it's like the past has caught up with him, and he's in a hole, and what is he going to do from there? Which is going to be interesting. So, like I said, it raises a lot more questions. Who is the traitor that's feeding the rats through the fence? Where's Carol? What's going to happen to the group now? How does the governor end up at the prison? Because that's what we saw at the end of the last episode. Episode 5, Internment, we saw him at the prison. Why is he there? What is he going to do or whatnot? Also, how is he going to handle Martinez? Martinez knows who he really is, but he's trying to bury that. And, Martinez is an asshole. I hate Martinez. I never liked Martinez. He's just a dick. And, well, the governor, he's trying to be a good man. And, well, we all know who he really is. And these Lily, Tara, and Megan don't know who he is. But we all do, and it's like, will he snap out of it and just black out and go rage and just fucking start murdering everybody? So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen from now on. I mean, it was a boring episode. To me, it was a boring episode. I was so excited for the governor, but I was like, okay. I was like, okay, he found he found Lily and them, and you're all like, Is it gonna kill him? Is it gonna kill him? You're all thinking, fuck, is it gonna kill him? You know, you're just waiting like nothing happens. It's like this. I was like, this is so boring. Like it was boring. This episode was boring. We understand that it's probably building up to something big, which I can't wait to see. I hope something really happens. I just want shit to hit the ceiling so we could see just chaos. I want to see chaos and and stuff. So who was it sending the messages through the radio? We don't know yet. I think that was in episode 4 where we saw the messages through the radio. I believe it was episode 4. I'm not sure. Um, but you know, could it be Martinez Camp that's doing that? That has a radio frequency or something, or using a frequency or whatever to get messages out? We don't know. Where's Carol? We don't know. How does it play out between the governor and Rick? And you know, possibly even Carol. But would Carol take the governor's side? We don't know. I mean, the governor is a different man. And you know, Carol's like turning into a governor, kinda. So no one takes Carol seriously. No one cares. And yeah, what is the group gonna do? They're gonna leave the prison. Is the governor leading these 3 ladies to Rick so he can take care of them, since the governor can't? Because maybe he has something he has to take care of. I mean, there's just so many things that could happen. Like I said, it just raises more questions. It's pissing me off. We're probably gonna get another episode on the governor again. You know, with Martinez and all that. We're probably just going to get, like I said, another episode of that. And it's getting interesting. I mean, we just got to wait and see what happens. Thank you guys for supporting my videos. I know I'm boring and whatnot, but like, subscribe, comment. What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen? Is the governor just going to go crazy and start murdering everybody soon, or what? I mean, I believe he will. There's one thing in nature that we know, and you can't really change people. I mean, people can change on some things, but they can't really change who they are. I believe that. I truly believe that. You could try and change, but you're fighting with yourself, like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing. I think that's what the governor is playing that character, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You only can bury it for so long, and you just never know what's going to happen, when it's going to snap. But thank you for watching these videos. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said. And I'll talk more dead with you guys later.